If you have problems with sinuses and it's repeating especially, maybe you will be interested in this video. I used to have problems with sinuses a lot. What I actually observed about sinuses issues is that the energy what body is trying to express is usually that you are overwhelmed with information. You have so many possibilities and your head is like this and it wants to just burst. And it happened to me that I used to have sinuses problems, for example, when I started my new job and I was absolutely overwhelmed with work and with so many information with from IT, because the body just still has to digest everything and has to take in everything. And maybe you are on the same level. You just have a head full of some information and it's just so much for you. So the body manifests it. My body is expressing it this way that it says, okay, I'm just so stuck. It's so stuck in the head. It doesn't get anywhere else. I'm just too much in my thinking mind that it's just going to be overflowing, expanding in my sinuses and everywhere to push me. So I can actually stop and just not do what I'm doing, because this is what led me to have my sinuses problems. Would you like to add something with your sinuses issues?
I have only experienced sinuses issues when I was scuba diving. That was something that I got a cold and I was having a scuba diving training. And I went to scuba dive anyways, even though I wasn't supposed to with a cold. Mm-hmm. I had a reverse block, or I don't remember what it's called. But anyways, when I was ascending, going up from the dive, the air couldn't leave the sinuses and I had huge problems and I couldn't scuba dive for a few years and I had to stop the training and everything. It also just stopped me from what I was doing.
Mm-hmm. Because the body says stop. And with sinuses issues, it's very serious. And I didn't listen in the past. And as a child, I had continuously sinuses problems when I was like 13 as a teenager. And then later when I was starting a new job after university studies and so on. And it was very overwhelming. Everything was new, everything you have to figure out. And I believe that energy of sinuses problems is just, once more, I'm reminding, overwhelmed in my head, overload with information, overload with activities which are not possible to stop, or you feel like you can't stop them. So the body just decides that it will do it for you. And there is no excuse then. You just have to stop. It's exactly happened. It has happened to Raphael and it also happened to me. I just had to stop because I was starting in a new job, as I already said. And it was so much, so I had to just take a sick leave and go home, and because I just couldn't handle it anymore. Mm.
And I can add something more to this, because when I had my problems with the sinus issues, I was having this idea that I could become a scuba dive instructor, and I was going through the training, but the entire time when I was doing it, I was leaving my job in Switzerland, I was going to Southeast Asia, and I constantly had this pressure. Oh my gosh, what will I do if I find out that scuba diving as a job is not as much fun as just doing it for pleasure? And I was constantly having this pressure, and also every scuba dive I did make, I felt after like, yeah, whatever, I wasn't really enjoying it. And I was just having this pressure on me. Mm-hmm. And in the end, it was the reason that stopped me then, my sinuses issues. From there, I didn't have a choice. I couldn't do it. I had to wait for about 3 years.
And the body did the work for you.
Mm-hmm.
So sinuses, you heard the word pressure. It creates pressure also from inside, because it creates like pressure on yourself, on your vision, and on your sort of like brain, mm-hmm. and so on. And it just wants to like leak out somewhere, but it can't, because you don't take day off, you don't slow down. So, and it is
you do things even though you know you need to have a rest.
Yes, exactly. You just think that you can push through, and you can. For some time the body will allow you to do this, but if you do it too much of it and you don't give it back anything, it's going to do it for you because it's in your biggest good or the highest good. And this is what we have to always respect, because the body always wants for us the best, and it always wants us to be balanced and harmonized. And if it is feeling uncomfortable doing things which it knows that it's not aligned with you, then it will manifest, it will show you, it will communicate with you through those symptoms. And don't be really mad at your body, because of course it sounds good in front of other people. Oh, I can't, I have sinuses problems, it's very bad, and everybody knows it's very, very bad. But at the same time, you can complain about that body, but it does it for you, you know. It's not an excuse to, it's just you did it to you, and the body just manifested and materialized it in it, so you can finally understand that information. So now if you watch this video, you can really feel a lot of relief, because I would if I would hear this information. And I believe that once you will promise to your body that you will slow down and you will take it easy together and you will be good buddies together, then it will definitely change, and it will be not coming back that often, or it will not come back at all, if you will truly, truly commit to this, to your body. I could also say that when I was a teenager and my parents were splitting, and I had to choose school, and I was overwhelmed as a teenager, I think it's very often in young people this situation, because they are also feeling under a lot of pressure. So if you are a teenager and you have these issues, you know where to look. And if you want to do something very cute for your body, which is loving, you can put on these shirts, which is in the back, it says I love you, and in the front it says thank you, and it's for you, for your body, because we are water, and water, when you put signs on it, it creates beautiful crystals, because everything is energy and we are energy. And if we are signing on us I love you, it means we are communicating to our body and to our cells and water in us, I love you, and the love energy is just there. And also if we are in a store and we will have this shirt on, and somebody will be very sad and somebody will feel down, and they will be behind us on a cashier line, then they will see this and they will be like, oh my gosh, are they kidding me? I feel much better, you know, because I feel this, I see this, I love you. So we made this a little bit fun, but I hope it will also brighten days for some other people.
We also have mugs, so you can charge the water that you're gonna drink.
Okay. And I painted this paint.
Yeah, that's painting from Petra. So check the store, it's shop.petraphael.com, and get yourself some nice shirt or hoodie
and
or
we have
mug.
it also on our shirts.